Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Honey. Today I'm going to be doing a closure install, a very flat, seamless, natural closure install. So basically what I did, I just mold their cap down. I always do this install with a net and the cap, but it was a holiday, Easter Monday, and nowhere was open, so basically I couldn't get a net, so the cap will do for now. So basically I placed the closure down on the client's head where I want it to lay, and I'm just sewing. I start from the back in the middle. This way I get no humps and lumps. It's just seamless and flat. So I start from the back, as I said, and come all the way to the front. After I finish sewing down the lace closure, right now I'm taking a wipe and 91% alcohol, and I'm just cleaning the client's skin off. I'm doing this because if you don't clean the client's skin off, the glue is not gonna stick. And the glue that I use is Bold Old Active. I'm just making sure it's dry. Now what I'm doing, I'm using a makeup that is closest to her skin tone. And I'm just putting it on the cap, and now I'm putting it on the lace. After I finish applying the makeup, now it's time to put the glue down on her hairline. I'm making small polka dots across the hairline where the closure is going to lay. After I finish applying the glue, I'm taking this tool that you see me using right here, and I'm just spreading the glue evenly across the hairline. You want to make sure that every single bit of glue is spread straight across and you have no white spots there. And I'm letting it dry right now, allowing it to dry. Then I'm taking the second layer of glue and I'm doing the same as before. Same as before, making small polka dots. And I'm just spreading the glue out on her hairline, making sure that every single bit of glue is down, evenly distributed, because that way it will dry easier. If you don't spread it out, it's going to take a very long time to dry. Now I'm applying my third layer. Little polka dots again. And I'm just spreading the glue out once more. Like I said, make sure the glue is evenly distributed across the hairline. You have to get everything. You have to be very precise, because if you're not, it's not going to dry properly, and if it don't dry properly, it's not going to stick properly. Allow it to dry. Now I'm taking my blow dryer. Now I'm putting the lace down into the glue exactly where I placed it on the hairline. My apologies for having my elbow up in the camera. I was recording this by myself, so I didn't realize until after. So basically, I'm taking the comb and I am combing through the lace because I want the lace and the glue to be in a relationship. I want them to be married until this install is over. Until she decides to take the install out. That's when the install is over. Okay, so basically I'm just taking the blow dryer and I'm just blowing it on top of the lace because I want the glue to melt with her skin. Now I'm taking the comb and I'm combing back the lace. I'm combing back the hair because I want to further melt the glue into the lace and on our skin. I'm taking the blow dryer once more and I'm just blowing the lace. This is a very repetitive process and you have to be very patient if you want the install to be seamless. So I'm just doing that once more. I normally put it on heat or warm, whatever is comfortable for your client, whatever is comfortable for you, you can do it. So basically, as I said, I'm just combing through the lace. The more you comb it through with the heat, the more you're going to allow the glue to stick. And remember what I said, we need the glue, the lace, and the skin to be in a relationship so it melts seamlessly. Now I'm just taking out the baby hairs. And this is my favorite part. I love doing baby hairs. For the baby hairs, what I think and what I've seen and what I know, and in my opinion, I think the shorter you do the baby hairs, the more natural they will appear. The longer you do your baby hairs, the more unnatural they will appear. So if you want a natural look, you would cut them short. I'm taking the pan and I'm placing it around my client's head. I'm tying it down and I'm going to put her under the dryer. Now she's under the dryer. I'm gonna let her stay there for about 10 minutes. She's out from under the dryer. And guess what time it is, guys? It's time to cut the lace. Now I'm just taking the razor and I'm just working in sections. I'm doing one side first and I'm cutting in a zigzag motion. I'm sorry that you guys are not able to see it, but I'm just going across in a zigzag motion. You'd never want to go straight across because when you go straight across, the lace looks too defined, like it's too done. When you go in a zigzag motion, it's not so defined and you don't have that big line of demarcation, so it's just so obvious that you're wearing a wig, you're wearing a lace. You don't want that. Well, if you want a natural install, you don't want that. Just zigzag motions, and I want you to take your time, be patient, just go across. Now I'm just combing the hair back. I'm parting the hair where I want, where she wants it to be. She wanted a center part, so that's what I'm doing. I was just lining up the part to make sure that it is center, because we don't want any off center parts. We want it right in the center. We want to be very precise. We want to be very accurate. Now I'm taking the hot comb and I'm just combing her hair down, combing the roots, from the roots to the tip. And trust me, ladies, I know a lot of people don't like the hot comb. A lot of people like to skip this step, but this step is so important for your lace to be seamless. This step is so important for your lace to be seamless. So basically, I'm just plucking her part a little bit more there, and I'm back to the hot comb. You have to use the hot comb more than once. You have to go in with your hot comb. Your hot comb is so important. Now I'm just taking the wax stick. I think I got that on Amazon. It's not the one I normally get. I normally get the I don't remember its name. Guys, I will put it down in the comments. But I'm just basically using the wax stick to get the hair to lay flat, and after the wax stick I'm just going back in with my hot comb. And to be honest, I think the hot comb that you put in the stove, that one works better. This one that I'm using, you have to go over a little more, but you know, everybody is just in the plug and go right now. Nobody has time for the stove hot comb. Some people do. So right now I'm just taking the baby hairs out and I'm cutting them. I'm about to cut them right now. And like I said before, for baby hairs, the shorter you cut the hair, the more natural they will appear. I normally go about half of an inch or an inch depending on the client's preference. If you like big, bold, nice baby hair, you go for it, but this is a natural closure install, so we were just going for short baby hairs. And I'm using the hot comb once more. Again, as I said, you have to use the hot comb multiple times. I'm using the Got To Be spray, Got To Be glue, the black one like I showed you just now, and I'm just using my left hand to hold the baby hair in place, and I'm just using my right hand to smooth it out. So left hand hold the baby hair in place and right hand just smooth it out. I'm just basically going back over the baby hairs, trying to perfect them, make sure that they're neat and seamless and they're laying just as how I want them to lay. She did want fine baby hair. She wanted small baby hairs, as the whole point of the video is a natural closure install, so she wanted it very, very natural. And you just basically have to go over your work and perfect it. You know, you can't just do it once and you have to look at it, go over it, perfect it, see what you want. After I'm done, now I'm getting the mousse. And the mousse that I use now, I think it's Muscle or something like that. Yes, I got it from my local beauty supply store. If you look on the bottom shelf right there, it's right next to that blue bottle. That's the same one I'm using. And I'm just putting the mousse on each individual baby hair, and I'm just putting it all over the closure. Be generous with it. Put a lot if you want a natural install. So I'm just putting some more. I'm getting crazy with it. And I'm just using my band to tie her down. if you want to get this band, you can DM me on Instagram. I have not set up my website as yet. It is currently in the process. I had one, long story, but I mean, I do have customers in the States that send me money and I ship them their stuff to them. If you're not comfortable with that, you can just wait until I get my website. Right now, basically, I took her from under the dryer and I'm stitching my bundles down. And I'm just basically going from side to side. That's all I'm doing right now. If you want a more in-depth video about how I stitch my bundles down, you can comment below and I'll work on one for you. For now, the main purpose of this video was just to show the closure install. I did speed this part up. As I said, the video wasn't really about that, so I did speed that part up. And my method is basic for the sewings. I just go under the weft, over the weft, and like if I'm ending a track, I go through the weft. She did only end up using like 2 bundles, not even 2 bundles, because she has a very small head and she did not want me doubling the tracks. She did not want me doubling it or anything like that, so she just ended up using 1.5 bundle, and I was doing the tracks very close. Like I said, the whole point of this video is just natural. So she really wanted a natural install. I'm just continuing to sew. So basically what I did here, I combed the hair from the back of the closure onto the rest of the tracks in the back, and now I'm just taking the hot comb and going over it to fuse the hair from the closure to the hairs in the back, the bundles in the back. That's basically what I'm doing. And like I said, you just have to be patient. When you want your install to come out seamless, you have to put a lot of work into it. and I'm just using the hot comb and I'm just pressing the rest of the bundles out. I did use my bundles for this video. She did purchase my bundles. She purchased 18 and 16 and 14. We did not end up using the 14-inch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is the end result.